Well, welcome to Pennsylvania once again. And right now we're currently in White Clay Creek Preserve, just stone's throw away from the state of Delaware, all the way here in southeastern Pennsylvania. And we're going to be looking for some ruins here in this park, which I'm hoping to find. There's actually some ruins just back on the road here a little bit too. Might stop and look at those on the way back. It's been quite a day so far. We were just all the way over in the Philly area. I think I said in that video, I don't really care for driving, whether it's in downtown Philly or in the suburbs of Philly. Not my thing. Had a lot of trouble with directions today too, for some reason. But it is what it is, like I say. Some of the streets, when I was up in, this is near the town of Kennett Square. And anyway, the roads on Google Maps were not the same as the roads in town. They were named differently, and that kind of confused me a little bit. I guess that happens sometimes. Anyway, who cares about that anymore, huh? We're here at White Clay Creek Preserve. And it's basically a state park here in Pennsylvania, but just across the border in Delaware, there's a White Clay Creek State Park. So I think they call this one a preserve just to distinguish between the two. Alright, so I think we're going to take a left here. It's not labeled. There is, up there's like a wooden post for like a trail marker, but there's not much of a trail there, so I think, anyway, this seems to be where everybody is going, so we're going to go this way. It'd be nice if they had an actual trail sign there at the beginning, but we'll take this. Like I said, the ruins, from the research I did, they shouldn't be too far down this trail. Of course, I could be wrong. It's been a bit of an off day. Like I said, I've had trouble with directions and other things. Broke the one strap on my backpack, or not the strap, but the clasp. I might be able to fix that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, back in one of my previous videos I made today, I tossed my backpack in the front seat, passenger side, slammed the door shut without realizing that the strap was hanging out the door a little bit, and the door slammed on the one little clasp, shattered it. I thought I got all the pieces, because that happened before and I super glued it back together, but apparently I didn't pick up all the pieces, because when I tried to reassemble it a little bit, there's things missing. So anyway, but I think I have some spare straps with clips on that came with this bag, so maybe we could salvage it. But anyway, might be time to get a new backpack soon anyway. This one's starting to wear out. Alright, enough about those things. We've got to find these ruins. I'm not exactly sure where they are. I'm hoping they're visible from the trail. Alright, see up ahead here, there's kind of like looks like the main trail goes that way. You notice there's a little side, right there in front of me is the ruins. I was looking at the trail. I was gonna say, hey, there's a little side trail. Those usually go somewhere. Well, yeah, right to some ruins. Okay, so we'll get there. They are visible right from the trail. I love seeing those off like that. Alright, let's take a closer look. You can see some there, but I see, looks like a chimney over there. There's a smaller trail going up there, but let's take the main little trail. I'm not sure how expansive these ruins are. Some, looks like roofing metal. If there's anything else besides a house down here. Looks pretty cool though up there. Wow. See it through the trees. That is beautiful. We started today over at Ridley Creek State Park, looking at some of the ruins over there. There's a house that's very similar to this one. So, okay, the trail just kind of goes on down that way. We might take a peek down there later, but let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful house here. I know some of you might be thinking, well, that's just an old ruins of an old stone house, but to me it's just beautiful. Yeah, it's very similar to the one we saw earlier today. the stonework, but the chimney was like a red brick. Some plaster still on it. Alright, I'm going to take a few pictures with my new camera, and then we'll take a look inside. Alright, let's take a closer look. It's bigger than I thought it would be, which is a good thing. Oops, get over these bushes. A little bit of graffiti. But yeah, look at that chimney. It's hanging on there just by a little bit. The old stonework. Once again, remember those holes right there where the second floor was. The floor joists went into those holes. Down in the basement. Yeah, there's more. That was probably the first floor right there. And then you look up and you see where the second floor was. And we're in the basement. Oh, it looks like there was another chimney over there. See the remains of it. But that's completely gone. Wow. Oh, look, there's like a little, maybe like a sewer pipe jutting out there. Wow. Let's turn around. That's pretty awesome over there. Yes, this place is really neat. I love these old places. So it's worth all the hassle of mixed up directions and taking wrong roads to get here. We're not done with this place yet. Like I said, I'm gonna film a cool old cemetery later in a bit here. And I just realized there's a whole other room over here to film. A whole section of the house that I missed. Wow. Actually, I see another section. There's more here than I realized. Okay. Let's get searching a little bit more here. Yeah, so here's what we were looking at, but I noticed you can look through the kind of like a doorway here, and there was a whole another section over here. You can see just one lone piece of wall right there with some plaster on it yet. And over here, of course, you can see where the basement level was, and then over here is a whole another wall with a whole another chimney section on it. This is a pretty decent sized place. You'll head on in there through this way. It's always a little easier to get in. Yeah, wow. One lone sentinel on this side of the house. I don't want to get over to that chimney over there. Oh, there's like a little arched doorway coming in from here. Oh, check this out over here. What is this? Oh, we have found the well. That's interesting. Right by the house. See the rock lining around it. Huh. Interesting. Get a little closer look. It looks a little dark right there. There you can see. There's some trash in there. The old well. Alright. Let's squeeze down here. Yeah, like a little arched entranceway over here. And right here's the other fireplace. The chimney looking up, way up. Alright. Beautiful place. I like this little doorway. Yeah, here's looking at that little arched doorway from the outside. You can see these two things of concrete. There's probably a cellar door on top of this at one time. And right in there was our well. This is an interesting place. Here's just a look from the outside. Got a little bit of graffiti out here. Because that still has a lot of the original plaster on. A bit further up, it's bare rock. Got the little cubby window down there. Whoops, as I run into a tree here. Sorry about that. I'm like looking at the house and not paying attention to where I'm going. Yeah, it looks like some of the windows, looks like a lot of the windows had an arch to them maybe. Or maybe it just collapsed out there. You know, yeah, I think maybe it did just go across and there's some that collapsed out. All right. All right, let's make our way back in through the basement here. Yeah, it just, as I walk through there, part of me wants to think about all the people in the past who have walked through that door. All the way back to the 1700s to who knows when. All right, yeah, I just can't get enough of showing you the beauty of this place. All right. It'd be awesome to own some old ruins like this. All right, I'll turn around and give you one last look here. Yeah, so these ruins were really easy to get to. Like I said, I took that trail just off Sharpless Road. It's called the Edwin Lead Trail. It wasn't labeled out there, but it's pretty easy to find though. I think I'm gonna just I don't know, part of me wants to just have a look around yet. Maybe go down that trail a little bit, see if there's anything else here before I head out. We're gonna do that. Yeah, and once you know it, there is. I almost walked right past it. There's some more ruins down here. I'm assuming this might be what the barn was. Let's see if there's a trail that leads down there. Yeah, because there's stonework right here. All right, let's, there has to be a little trail leading down there. Or not. Oh, but look at all the stonework. You can see it going all the way up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this would be the barn. All right, well, sometimes you just have to make your own trail. Wow. They just go on, and then there's like a stone wall on this side. This is beautiful. The old windows. Well, let's see if we can get inside here. Maybe around the corner here. Not a whole lot in here. Of course, the wall continues out that way as well. Got another catbird scolding me. One was scolding me earlier today. Alright, yeah, I'm not really seeing. Alright, yeah, it's pretty overgrown in here. Alright. You know, as I was getting ready to leave, I did notice off to the side here looks like a more modern remains of a structure because it's mostly concrete here. Pretty small though. Alright, I'm sure there's more around here. Over there's our barn. And the house is up that way. I can barely see it through the trees there. So there's probably more out here, maybe hidden in all the brush, but I think we'll head out for now. So when I get back to the Jeep, I do want to drive up a little bit and show you another house. The ruins of a house has a fence around it. I think they're gonna do some work on it. I think it might be called the John Evans house, because when I was doing some research on coming here, I kept coming across references to a John Evans house being saved. Or maybe I got the name wrong. Anyway, someone will correct me. But anyway, we'll get back in the Jeep and drive up there and quick stop and take a look at that as well. Beautiful place out here. Yeah, right up here is the road again. So it's literally like, you know, maybe a 2-minute walk from the road to get to that house. So definitely worth stopping in and seeing if you come to White Clay Creek Preserve. So here is the other house I was talking about, because you can see the fence they have around it. Man, this one's big too. I'd love to get in there, walk around. I can see some obvious fire damage, like right there. That's burnt up there. Burnt timbers, and I can see some on the other side. This place looks really neat. It'd be awesome to get in there. I mean, this one's in better condition than the other one, but they have this one, danger. But there's nothing keeping you out of the other one. That always seems kind of odd. But I guess this one's a lot easier for people to get to. See, it'd be neat to find this one out in the woods like the other one. Wow. Alright, well, we'll let this one go. I wish I could get closer. Well, that'll be it then for this video with those ruins in the background. It was cool. It was real easy to find those ruins down there in the woods. I love finding stuff like that, if you haven't noticed. But anyway, we're not done with the day yet. I'm going to make one more video yet. We're going to go down to the London Tract Meeting House. It's an old church built in 1729. Some really old, graves down there, and an interesting story that involves the dudes who made the Mason-Dixon line, the border between the North and the South here in the States. All right, let's get to it. All right, I'll see you in the next video.